The rest of the examples in this section have to do with just combining numbers in different ways. Okay, so, and I'll just do two examples of that. So the sum of two numbers is 98, and their difference is 20. Find the numbers. All right? So the first thing I would do is make up letters for the numbers, or at least for one of the numbers. So I just called the first number, I called A, and write down what you're doing. So I would write down A equals first number. That's not just for the professor to write down, that's for you to write down. And B, my second number, is B. Okay, you could use X and Y if you want, doesn't matter. A plus B, and then I'm just going to go back and just do exactly what the instructions tell me to do. The sum of the two numbers is 98, so A plus B equals 98. And their difference is 20, so A minus B is 20. It doesn't tell me which one goes first, so it probably doesn't matter. On a lot of problems it does, but then they'll tell you by the wording, you can tell which one goes first when you subtract. You have to be careful of that. So what I'm going to do here is just add the two equations just to eliminate the B. This isn't, from here on out, each problem you'll solve differently. You just have to use some algebra skills. I could use substitution on the second one. I could solve for A and get A equals B plus 20, and then substitute B plus 20 in for A in the first equation. But it's easier just to add these two equations because there's a plus B and a minus B. So when you add the equations, those will cancel, give you 0, right? And so you'll get on the left side 2A and on the right side 118. I just added the two equations. That's to eliminate the B, and then I can solve for A just by cross multiplying with the 2, and I get 59, because 59 is 1/2 of 118. Right? 50 is half of 100, 9 is half of 18. Now they ask me, what are the numbers, right? I have to go back up here and look at what it says. It says, find the numbers. Okay? So I need to find the other number. I found 59. Well, they have to add up to 98. So maybe you can see what that would be. See, 9 would make it 68, 39. So, but you can write it out. 98 minus 59. Right, I use a calculator if you want, it doesn't matter. I wrote it out, I just plugged it in. You can plug it into either equation, just use either one, doesn't matter. But this one looks easier to me for some reason. I got 39, right? And then double check these answers. So the sum is supposed to be 98. So 59 plus 39 is 80 plus 18. It's 98. Okay, that checks. And their difference is 20. Yep, that's obvious enough. So that's correct. You should always know that you're correct whenever possible. So I wrote out this check. You probably noticed I just kind of did it in my head, but you can do that. You could do it on your calculator because it's simple enough here to do it that way. Or you could write it out like I'm writing it out here. I write it out so that when you look at it, view this video later, or more importantly, if you look at the PDF of this lecture, you'll see that you're supposed to check. You're supposed to check everything, everything that you can. Okay, that's it for that one.